Black box. Air Force One crash lands in the rich hills of Southern California, pitting Delta, stationed in the north, against Inner Circle in the south. Multi-level homes overlook the neighbouring streets, creating a deadly kill zone for players on the ground. With clear sightlines from house to house, however, snipers are far from safe, with counter-sniping an ever-present threat to their dominance. While the open landscape generally favours long-range engagements, those that prefer close-quarters combat can succeed in the tight confines of the crashed airplane, or in hunting down enemies posted up within any of the surrounding homes. For a more explosive attack, a launcher can perform quite admirably in clearing rooms from a distance. Black box is broken up into 6 sections: Sun House, Center Drive, Construction, Mansion, Front Drive, Rubble, and Plane. Sun House looks down the side of the plane, with additional views towards Mansion and Construction. While providing a clear front view, the open window panes easily expose you to shots from the outside. Keep your enemies guessing by pulling out of view and switching from side to side, otherwise you'll quickly be marked. When defending objectives, use the rear pull as an ambush point, keeping you hidden from view to surprise nearby opponents. Just run assassin, or be sure there aren't any enemy UAVs in the air, to avoid giving your foes an easy grenade kill. Leading from plane to construction, Center Drive is the most exposed section of the map. Open skies give free rein to aerial kill streaks, and multiple perches in the surrounding area lend enemy players an advantage over those below. As a high-risk location, it's best avoided unless the enemy team is clearly focused in a single direction, or the path leads directly to a nearby objective. Use the utmost caution when racing through, and search for safer ground as quickly as possible. To the west, construction offers an alternative viewpoint over the map's northern hemisphere. Sights from the upper and lower floor offer several points to engage the opposition, with an open roof encouraging the use of blind eye, to avoid getting nailed from above. King of the neighbourhood, the looming 3-story mansion, lies right at the centre of the action. With the ability to target every corner of the map, a mere shift in position is all that's required to engage accordingly to enemy position. With such ease, however, comes great peril. Attacks can come from any angle, and enemies with the impact proficiency will literally tear through the walls and flooring right to your position. Communicate with teammates to pinpoint incoming forces, and use SITREP Pro to amplify the footsteps of those that break through the immediate area. Below the mansion, Front Drive sits at the lowest point of the map. While seemingly at a great disadvantage, plentiful shrubbery and separation from the main thoroughfares gives defenders the upper hand when protecting nearby objectives. A well-positioned sniper can lay low and get the jump on incoming enemies long before they're spotted, simultaneously covering the main routes from both the north and the east. Another less conspicuous location, Rubble's tight upper floor, offers a surprisingly useful vantage point. There might not be interior protection, but views into Sun House, Mansion, and along the side of the plane cover a large portion of the east, without the attraction of the larger homes nearby. Set up, knock out a few successive kills, and then move on to prevent getting cornered. Lastly, plane stretches across the whole eastern side, broken up into 3 distinct sections. While the fuselage protects those inside against attacks from without, cramped quarters force players into short-range engagements. SMGs and shotguns can dominate through the length of the plane, as long as you keep outside exposure to a minimum when moving between sections. When defending objectives in the middle, the upper floor near the cockpit is often the best location to reside. Set a claymore by the stairs and keep your sights trained on the lower level. When all else fails, book it towards the nearby wing and race up the mansion for a risky but worthwhile escape. Control over Black Box is largely determined by your ability to use the terrain to your advantage, as it's not just a race for the high ground. The homes themselves, while high above street level, are tightly constructed, giving players little time to escape when being hunted from within. A stealthy player using dead silence can quickly approach without giving up their position. For your strike package, Specialist makes a huge difference in your attack strategy. Stacking multiple perks will help you successfully engage the enemy up close and from afar. Perfect your pacing and the battlefield will be yours. Force your opponents to search high and low, dividing their attention and limiting their ability to focus their cover fire. Keep up the pressure, and by match's end, they'll be running for the hills.